Hello guys, this is the MEPtutor, and in today's video I will be solving this problem. Maureen runs a catering service where she gives parties for a flat rate of $600 for 50 guests or less. For any 5 guests over 50, the rate drops by 50 cents per person. The question is, what number of guests will maximize her revenue? Let's say there are 50 guests. 50 guests. In that case, she will be earning at a rate of, a price of $12 per guest. If there is only one guest, she will be also earning $600. In that case, she will be able to create a small party and she will end up with more money. But the question is revenue. So let's find the revenue. Let's construct a graph that will be useful to find the equation of the price. Let's say y-axis is the price and the x-axis is the number of guests. Let's create some points. If there are 50 guests, we know that the price is $12. If there are 55 guests, the rate drops by 50 cents, so the price will be $11.5 per guest. If there are 60 guests, there will be $11 per guest. So we observe that this is a linear function that goes like this. This is a linear function. Alright? Let's construct a linear function. Using these 2 points, we can find the slope of that line. It's y, 12, minus the other y is 11, over 50 minus 60. That means the slope is equal to minus 0.1. Alright, that's the slope. Then the equation, I will create that equation with this point. Y minus 12 will be equal to the slope, which is minus 0.1 times x minus the other coordinate, which is 50. Operating algebraically this equation, we find that y will be equal to 17 minus x over 10. And that is the equation of the line. In this case, y will represent the price and x will be the number of guests. X over 10. The question is revenue. What is revenue? Revenue is the amount of money Maureen gets without taking account of the cost. So only the money that enters into Maureen pockets. Let's say the price is P and the revenue is the price times the amount of times that the price of something times the amount of time of the amount of that something. In this case, that something is the number of guests, which is x. So this is revenue. Because we are looking for the revenue, we can create it here. Now here we got revenue. But if we put an x here, we must also put an x on the other side of the equation. And we end up with the revenue being equal to 17x minus x squared over 10. That's the equation of the revenue. But if you observe that equation, we come to the notice that it is a parabola. That equation is a parabola. And because the x term, the x variable, is the one that is squared, that means it will be a vertical parabola. And because it's negative, the parabola will be opened to the downside. It will be a parabola like that. Alright. And we are looking for the maximize of that revenue. That maximize will be the maximum point of that parabola, which is the vertex of that parabola. Here, the vertex. So we are looking for that point, the vertex of that parabola. That is basically, we can find that using the equation of the vertex of a parabola, which is y equal, let's say, a times x minus b squared plus c. A will be the amplitude of the parabola. That coefficient will determine if the parabola is wide or if the parabola is stretched, but that doesn't matter. We are only looking for the vertex, which is a point. Is the point B, C. That is what we are looking for. So let's put this in that form. We must find the quadratic binomial form here. So let's first put this minus 10 in the other side. Minus 10r will be equal to 170 minus 170x plus x squared. To complete this binomial, we can sum and subtract this divided by 2 and the squared, which is 85 squared. Alright, the next thing is to apply it. Minus 10 revenue is equal to x minus 85 squared, and the one that is missing is the minus 85 squared. Then we can put this on the other side again to clear the revenue variable as we are looking for. This will be equal to x minus 85 over minus 10 plus 85 squared over 10. And here we got the points that are representing the vertex, which is 85 and 85 squared over 10. And this one is the number of guests, and this one is the price, but we are looking for the number of guests, so the answer is 85 guests. That's all the problem. Thanks for your time.